Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and I've been documenting my dreadlock journey here on YouTube for the past 4 years. And this is my 4-year update. My dreadlocks were started in April, I think April 28th, maybe April 29th of 2018. And today is July 29th, 2022. So it's been a couple months since my 4-year dreadlock anniversary, but I wanted to share the progress here with you and bring you up to speed on how I'm feeling about my dreadlocks. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is how much more comfortable I am with my hair down. For the first couple of years, I would only wear my hair back. I didn't really like the way it looked. It was kind of short and bulky, kind of above my ears. And as it's grown and gotten a lot longer, I definitely enjoy it more. And I'm wearing it down more and being more comfortable wearing it down in public. I still wear my headband for a fair amount of the time. If you saw my last update video for 3 years, I showed you kind of how I've been tying my hair back and wearing a headband. And I still do that a fair amount. In fact, that's pretty much my go-to if I roll out of bed late and need to be in a meeting on Zoom. I'll just throw on a headband really quick. And then also out in the world, I wear a headband a lot of the time. But when my hair is maintained and I'm feeling confident, I will wear my hair down and out. So the biggest difference that I've noticed this year is simply the weight of my hair. It's definitely feeling heavier than it had been even last year. I hadn't even noticed it, and then someone, my massage therapist, mentioned how my head felt really heavy to her during one of our massage sessions. And since then, I've been thinking about it and noticing it more often that my hair definitely feels heavier than it did last year at this time. And that was only maybe 4 months ago that she had mentioned that. And since then, I can definitely notice when my neck is being fatigued from the weight of my hair, and I will search out for spots where I can lean my head against something to kind of alleviate that weight. So that's one thing that has changed in the last year, is just the weight of my hair has gotten heavier. And I think that's pretty normal. In my last dreadlock video where I talked about things I had wished I had known before getting dreadlocks, a lot of people in the comments had mentioned the weight of their hair and how they had wished they'd known how heavy the hair can get after many years of it being locked up. So I'm considering cutting my hair. In fact, I have a maintenance appointment tomorrow with Layla, which is why I wanted to shoot this video today in case I make any cutting changes to my hair. But I'm gonna discuss possibly cutting off some length of my hair just to alleviate some of the weight. Plus, I think it would be nice to have a little bit of change. My hair is pretty long. Here, I'll turn around so you can see it. Sorry about that, my camera turned off, but here, let me show you the length of my hair. I think it's pretty long. It hits just below my waist, kind of the top of my butt. And I've never had hair this long before. I really enjoy it, but it's unfortunate that it is heavy and it's weighing me down. I recently went on a backpacking trip, which I took footage of, so hopefully I will post the video here. If it's posted, I will link it. But on that backpacking trip, I was really wishing my hair wasn't as heavy, because even a pound or two makes a big difference on a trip like that. Another thing that has changed this year is I've invested in a hair drying cap for the first time, and I really, really like it. If you haven't seen these things before, I'll pop in a picture, but it looks like a giant beehive when it's put on your head, and there's a tube that runs down to your hair dryer that you just attach it to with some elastic, and it is fantastic. My hair takes 8+ hours to fully dry without the use of this hair dryer, so you can imagine that has an impact on my life. So the drying cap is really awesome. I can wash my hair in the evening and then put the cap on for a couple hours, and it gets it about 80% dry after 2 hours. My hair is very dense. It holds on to moisture. It's like a little sponge, and it takes a really long time to dry. So the hair cap works great. I love doing it on a lazy weekend where we're not doing much, where I can sit there and paint my nails or listen to a podcast or read a book or any of those things together, and it is great. I love it. I highly recommend a hair cap if you have dreadlocks and want to dry them. One of the first things I did when I bought my hair cap is I tried to curl my hair, and this was really fun. It turned out really cute. I basically just took a shower, washed my hair, sectioned it off, braided it in 3-strand braids all over my head, sat under the dryer for an hour or so, and the curls came out super cute. It was really curly. But unfortunately, one of the things that has plagued me my entire life is curls just don't stay in my hair. I have very, very straight hair. And so it was about an hour and a half of this curly, cute hairstyle. And I haven't tried it again, but I would like to. I think if I were to do it next time, I would be under the dryer a little longer, and I would use some sort of curl product to try to hold that curl in my hair, because it was super cute. And I could see myself, you know, going on a date with that, or going to an event, or just, you know, something different around the house. I am still getting regular maintenance on my hair. I need it right now. I actually have an appointment with Layla tomorrow to get my regular maintenance. And usually all I have her do is go through the top of my head and, you know, crochet the very tips where my locks meet my scalp, and she will crochet that so it'll start knotting up and dreading out of my scalp. So let me just show you what the top of my head looks like. So you can see it has lots of loose hair all over the place. It's very, it's very overdue. But yeah, I've continued doing maintenance. I still have all the beads in my hair that I had last year. I haven't added any more beads. I have these wooden beads that are able to move across the length of my dreadlock. So when I do wash my hair, no moisture gets trapped under the bead and kind of has a little like moist pocket there that could cause some dry rot or something. I live in a very dry climate, so I'm not very worried about having any sort of mold or mildew in my hair. I know, or I've read from others that is a thing that can happen if you have beads or decorations in your hair that don't allow the hair under the bead to dry out fully. So I made a purpose of doing wooden beads. I just thought, you know, if in the event I had a really tight bead on my hair, that at least some sort of airflow could get through the wood fibers or grains of the bead into my hair and make sure it was dry. And the last thing I want to share with you is this incident that happened. One of my dreadlocks actually broke off. I had a lock in my hair. Let me see if I can find it. This is always the chore with dreadlocks, is you can never find the one that you're looking for. I think it's this one. Nope. All right, I found it. But this lock right here had a piece in the middle of it that wasn't fully knotted up. And so I just worked my fingers in it and it became pretty weak in the middle. And this pulled off. So this attached here, and one day it got so weak that I just yanked it off because I was tired of having this big, this piece of unlocked hair in the middle of my dreadlock, and it became just a weak spot and very thin right there, and I just pulled off the bottom part of the lock. So I'm not going to reattach this. I think I'm just gonna save it, and if I ever want to reattach it, I will have it in my possession. But I gotta say, it's kind of creepy and weird to have a little hair tail, like a little tail of your hair, just sitting on my bathroom counter. It kind of grosses me out, actually. I love it when it's here. Like, I have no problem having the locks on my head, but the lock off of my head, not very cute. So yeah, that's another thing that happened this year. So thank you again so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please leave me a comment down below. I love talking with other people that are interested in dreadlocks or have dreadlocks. Love to know, are you 4 years into your dreadlock journey? Did you just start? Have you had your locks for 10 years? Like, please leave me a comment. Tell me about your experience. Tell me about your journey so far. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye.